Last we left off, you took Myrtle and Freak on a little clothes shopping trip where you bought several dresses and a couple outfits for Freak as well. Um, Nicodemus went to talk to Victor and tried to use the portal, the teleport, out of Barovia, but it failed successfully. He was taken, whether it was his spirit, to an unknown place where he spoke with some dark powers before being brought back to life. Panton and Ira had seen Isaac leaving the Burgomaster's mansion, and they tailed him, find him ripping off old festival posters and placing new ones up. After they got a little nosy, he ended up tasking them with putting up the rest of the posters if they wanted to get a view around town. One other thing of note, Panton had discovered that the person who had all of the dolls being created that looked like Irina was none other than Isaac. Later confirmed by Ira, Nicodemus, and Anderson. We pick up in the town square, where there are several people in stockades, and Isaac is walking away from Panton and Honora, headed back towards the mansion.
So the first thing Honora does is she kind of dumps all of the shit, like, in a trash can or a barrel or something that's nearby. She's not doing.
Okay. Yeah, there's a large barrel collecting kind of rainwater off the back of one of the houses. Kind of go over there and look in, and it's about half full. Just pitch the papers inside.
Anton, to do something about these people. Do you think we could come out? If I distract the guards, do you think you can open the cages?
I mean, do we know why they're in there? Like, what if these are EB deliverers?
Isaac said it's because they didn't want to play with the festival. There should be no reason why somebody should be caged. That's just not right.
I mean, I can certainly try to help you out in that regard, but I mean, if they're locked, I'm not going to be able to really do much of anything.
Do we get the others and get them involved in this?
Do we really want to get involved with this, though?
I just how I feel about oppression, and this whole place just sucks. It's awful, and these people, I don't think they did anything wrong.
I mean, Honora, I totally get it. Like, you want to try to help everybody out and everything, but sometimes you can't get involved with everything because we're just not going to get anything else done. I mean, if you really want to do it, then I'll help you out. I mean, I'm not going to be one to leave my big sister behind on something, but I don't know if this is something we should get ourselves involved with.
We could take it to the others and let them know about this, and then maybe we could talk to the Burgomaster about his unfair practices. We think that's a better, not about breaking the law, but at the same time, this law is dumb.
I mean, I'm a bigger fan of bringing it to everybody else's attention and figuring it out that way.
Well, I wonder if the ritual's done and Nico's gone now.
I mean, between you and me, I think it
Oh
was
shit!
really.
Isaac was heading back to the mansion. We need to
Should
go.
we make
Yeah.
post haste?
We need to go.
Cool. We could just say that we put a bunch of them up and we handed them out to everybody, all the flyers, and we're good.
Yeah. We're very fast for being so
Yep.
small.
So Isaac was taking the southern loop all the way back around. Did you want to go the same direction he did, or did you want to go a different path?
You know the town well enough to go a different path and maybe try to beat him back to the mansion?
I guess you could probably give me a perception or a survival check, whichever one. To try to see.
Yeah, let's go survival.
Wow. Yeah. You remember the general direction that you guys came from, but you probably wouldn't be able to make your way back, not knowing this town well enough, unless you went the exact way you came.
Okay. There might be a little bit of, no, I think it's this way. No, I think it's this way. No. Panton, are you sure? You're the one who runs around this town all the time. I feel like we're lost.
I mean, I just looked for the steeple for the church. That's the only thing I really ran to, so.
Well, let's turn left here and see if we can get there.
Okay. Headed back the direction that you came from. You walk for a little bit before you can see Isaac's lumbering figure a little bit in front of you around the bend.
Call him? Should we get his attention? Maybe we could say the things were stolen and we need more.
Hmm?
We could tell him that the stuff was stolen and we need more. Maybe distract him a little bit so they can get out?
Or we could just, stay behind him.
Okay.
Are we trying to beat him to the mansion?
I just, there's people doing magic in the mansion, and if he walks in on it, I feel like it would be bad news.
But it's the Burgomaster's son.
Yeah, no one likes that little shit.
But he's the well, I mean, speaking from experience, Mom and Dad did kick me out of the house, so okay. I mean, we could try to sneak past him.
No, Mitch, once you get your magic under control, they'll welcome you back.
I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. But really quick, I guess if we're trying to get past him, I will cast prestidigitation. I think I might have said that right. Whatever. Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
That fun one. And just after he passes an alleyway or something like that, I will create a harmless sensory effect, such as a shower of sparks, to try to catch his attention as we get past him.
Okay. Yeah. You wait for the perfect moment, and you see him just getting ready to cross past a couple houses where there's a little gap in between, and you cast your prestidigitation, and golden sparks just kind of fly out from the back alley, kind of shooting out a little bit into the street, and it catches his attention. He turns, looks around in either direction, and then proceeds to investigate. Gonna roll
investigation
check to see how long he stays back there. Where is he at? Yeah. Character sheet. Okay. He takes a few steps back in between the two houses. And for the moment, he looks busy. He looks distracted.
Okay, and I think Honora and I will try to sneak past him and make our way towards the mansion.
Yeah.
Alrighty. If you're going to be sneaking, go ahead and roll a stealth check. With advantage since you created a distraction.
Does that mean I get a straight roll?
Yeah.
So 16.
I got
Okay.
a 20.
All right. Yeah, you guys are able to hug the other sides of the houses and just dart right past rather quickly. And you look like you'd be in the clearing to get to the Burgomaster's mansion without being seen.
Perf.
So I guess we will kind of hurry in, open the door, check and see if anybody's around, and then try to get to the attic. Hopefully they left the ladder down.
Okay. Yeah. As you guys are walking up to the Burgomaster's mansion, what are the rest of you doing?
Well, I think we left it off last time that we were just leaving. We didn't really have a plan, other than what we were just talking about, Nico's new aesthetics, I guess, with his
the
eyes.
yellow eyes. As the two of you open up the door, you see the three of them coming down the stairs. The two of you that are outside opening up the door, there's stairs just on the entryway to the right. Say that again.
Oh,
There's 3 of you. I wasn't. Is it over? Did you change your mind? Are you not going?
it didn't work, and yet
Not successful.
What? How are you alive?
we're not sure.
That is a
Smack
very
Honora.
good question.
Yeah, not quite sure how exactly what happened. But I left this plane for, I think, for a short time, and then I was sent back. I was told
You're
my time
okay?
here is not done. Yeah, I actually feel, like, really good. Like, both physically and mentally, and, I mean, spiritually as well.
Well, Isaac's coming back. We probably should get out of here before he catches us.
Right. Oh, okay. What are you
Why
two doing
are we
back?
running from Isaac?
He tasked us with the ability to put up flyers, and we didn't do it.
Huh.
Also, let's go. I'll tell you outside. Let's go before he comes back.
All right,
and
yeah,
surprise
let's
us.
go. Let's go.
All right.
Sneaking around the manor.
As you guys get outside and just cross the threshold of the gate out front, looking down towards where you came from, Isaac emerges from the alleyway and looks your direction, but doesn't seem fazed by your presence, and is continuing to walk your direction. Where do you guys head? What do you do?
We discovered something that I wanted to share with everyone, but not right here. So if we can just find a nice, quiet spot.
Listen, if you want to go to the church, I was going to take the children out again to sell their jewels, and you can decide what to go through, what to do from there. But
Okay. I mean, church is the goodest place anyways. Once we get out of earshot of the house, I think I'll mention it if there's not a lot of people around.
Okay. But headed to the church?
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Okay. Walking that direction, making your way past Gadoff Blinksy's place on the right, and just at the intersection of where the Blue Water Inn is, you take the left, headed towards the Church of St. Andrew's.
As we're walking, I'll tell Panton, well, we were able to confirm what you found
What?
about Isaac, and I'll discreetly take out the doll that I grabbed. Not as perverse as I thought, but maybe even more perverse because of that? I'm not sure.
So maybe we should actually think about like his involvement with the whole entire thing, and like I said, let's just be careful around him. And yeah,
Right, and he
Guys.
asked you to do what now? To post
I'll put up
flyers?
flyers for the festival, but we discovered that
The festival, when does tonight?
I think it's tomorrow.
yeah, we really didn't look at the flyers. Nora just kind of like dumped them into a barrel. But that's
Right.
when we found a number of people locked up in stockade, and
Isaac said they were there because they didn't want to participate in the festival.
Who wouldn't want to do that?
We've
all
been
is
told
well
the
and-
festival is mandatory, so
Right, but that's not a crime. It's not.
Anyone
to
we
shoot-
know?
No. Just
I don't think so.
poor children and elderly people, and they're just. They've been forced to wear donkey heads. It's not good. It's cruel.
Is that right? Well, I'm just concerned. So you're sure that it wasn't anybody that we know, like the coffin maker or...
I didn't get a good enough look. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Just curious.
Right. It seems. I mean, just for the punishment of not wanting to participate in a festival.
the rules and laws here in Barovia are different, but that doesn't make them unlawful.
Every law is right or good.
That is true. Yeah, laws do not uphold the moral high ground. They're just laws implemented by people.
I disagree with this law, and I think that it needs to be changed one way or another.
Okay, well, should we talk about to the burgomaster and see if we can change this law?
I mean,
Or
that's a place to
or were
start.
you suggesting breaking the law?
I mean, it thought crossed my mind for sure. You know, if you're going to unlawful, or if you're going to be willing to lock up children for the crime of not participating, what else are you willing to do?
I'm really curious to see what this festival is like, but we may not even be here tomorrow night.
Give that other if we go there, the burgomaster says we're not welcome back here.
Right.
Strahd scares me.
Sure. But if what he said in his letter was true, then I mean that's a chance to maybe make some progress on his part.
Well,
Outlook on things.
at the very least, I don't think he'll try to kill us. Seems to be all one big game for him.
I mean, is there any way that we can like delay our going to his mansion by a couple more days so we can maybe figure out a little bit more about him and maybe not be at a complete disadvantage of getting in his house? Like, is there a way that we can send a message out to him or leave a message somewhere, like tuck something into a tree or something like that, and one of his emissaries will come by and pick it up, like, oh, hey, these guys don't want to come right away. Maybe we'll bring them in another day.
Do you
Right,
know
that's a
anything?
question. Yeah, do you what do you think? Do you feel comfortable telling Strahd, "Oh, hey, let's take a rain check on your invitation"?
Well, to be brutally honest, if I had to make a choice between outrunning the guy that's trying to kill us or walk into his house, I think
I mean, he only.
Panton, this is a game. He doesn't want to make it too easy.
Yeah, I don't want to play his game, and I don't want to wander into his house where
I
he
mean-
could just lock the doors. And in case you didn't realize, I'm kind of short, and I can't really get the door, so I'm doubly locked into the place. So,
Strahd really
Obviously,
hasn't ever.
somebody needs to talk to you about that. But remember that the casks in the cellar were something that we probably wanted to check out.
A couple other places we needed to check out, if Madame Ava is to be believed.
Right, but this is one opportunity where we actually might be able to go to his place on good terms. And
Look, we get to learn more about him. And that'll help us in the long run, I think.
He
Quick
hasn't
question.
actively been mean to us, or
He did that one time. It really hurt.
yeah, remember when he was trying to, maybe not so friendly nibble on Irina's neck? Yeah, that was a good time, too. Like, I don't think it would take much for him to overpower any single one of us.
But it's a group. We're together. I'm glad Nico didn't go. I mean, we need.
well, he
all of-
tried.
What?
He was
And
about
he
to.
bled all over the room.
What?
It
He should have
backfired.
died.
What?
I'm pretty sure he did die. That was kind of weird.
What?
I mean, he's not
And
dead,
now his
but
eyes are totally different.
Is he undead
What?
now? Are you a vampire?
I don't.
Are you a
I don't
zombie?
believe so.
What about a
No.
ghoul?
No, definitely not a ghoul.
A white? A wicket? How do you call him?
As you guys are conversing about Nicodemus and
No,
his
we could
eyes,
test. We could have Nico go into the church, and if he's evil, the church won't let him in.
Maybe that's assuming that the bones work at all. But let's go.
you see in front of you, a little ways down, probably a couple 100 feet, you see a familiar figure perched atop a carriage drawn by two horses, wearing colorful clothes, an older gentleman, Stanimir, riding into town.
You.
He trots up and kind of pulls the carriage to a halt. Just bunch of looking in the back, you see a bunch of trade goods, burlap sacks, a bunch of different things in there. And he looks down towards Ira. I spoke with Delphin like you asked me to. He wanted me to deliver this. And he holds out a brown book. And on top of the book, you can see tied a small envelope.
Ira eagerly takes it.
And that is the other thing in your package.
I think you
And-
can open it now.
He
Is that
He-
right? Or-
also looks towards Panton and Honora. While I was in Daggerford, I saw something quite peculiar that I thought maybe you should know about. There was a young halfling boy, probably much like Panton's size, maybe a little bit taller. He was yelling and holding a piece of parchment, something about a reward for the return of you two. I talked to him, but I didn't think that it would be right for me to send him this way, given the circumstances. But I thought it might be something that you should know.
Did you happen to get his name?
I didn't really ask for a name. Not really. He could have just been a town crier, I don't know. But I thought it.
Halflings in Daggerford? I didn't see very many when we were there.
It's a place of all walks of life. There's no discrimination in Daggerford.
We did any when we showed up. That was for sure. See, Panton, I told you, Mom and Dad feel bad, and they're making the mistake. We need to get home.
I don't
You know
think I
what?
want to go back home.
I think we're ready
Anyways,
to talk to Strahd. I think we need to go ask him for our way home.
I'm gonna be in town for a couple days. Take in the festivities, if you will. Plus, I have some trade that I need to do. If there's anything that you need, don't hesitate to ask. I'll be staying at the Blue Water Inn if I can, if they have any rooms available.
They should. Have you caught the festivities here before?
I didn't catch the last one, but I've seen a couple, yes.
You enjoy them?
I mean, as an outsider, somebody that's able to leave these forsaken lands, I wouldn't say that they're terrible, but the general populace does not seem to be too enthused. More of a forced enthusiasm.
Do they regularly lock up individuals that dissent from the enjoyment?
I've seen them not only locked up, but I've seen them stoned, I've seen them hanged. It really depends on the circumstances. What you have to understand is, Vargas believes that the only way to bring light and cheer to Barovia again is to fake it until you make it. I don't necessarily believe it. I know the curse a little better than that.
Your people seem to be into cheer and parties and stuff, but you don't force everyone to join if they're not feeling it, do you?
Oh, absolutely not. That's not something, Vistania free people, and yeah, we would never force anybody to do that, but it's not my place to correct them. I don't have any rule over this town. I would caution. I can see it in your eyes. I would caution against doing anything too hasty. As I said, there have been cases where people have been hung or stoned to death if they create too big of a stink. But, as I'm sure you know, as I told you before, if it's in your cards, that's how you die, then that's the way that it'll be.
Speaking of that, do you happen to have any plate mail for sale?
Perhaps. I could dig around in the back. Let me get settled in. I've got to go. Come back tomorrow morning and I'll have everything unpacked and we can talk about it. Knowing you, I won't give the general markup, but...
How much mail actually cost? Would you sell it to us for?
$1 million?
electrum pieces.
Well, I'd say it'd still probably go for about 1,200, 1,500. I'll have to look at the condition. But it's definitely not cheap by any means.
Just tired of getting a bit. I have to get a little stronger before I can use it.
Understandable. I'll come back tomorrow and I'll have the wares all set up. And if you can see anything that you like, I'll be more than happy to give you the fair price. Going into any of these other shops around here, they'll upcharge you. It's the only way that they can make their living. Travelers come in with gold and necessity. You know, the demand is much higher than the supply, so they get to mark it up as much as they'd like. Some people still buy, others don't, and they fail. But anyways, I should be off. It's been a long day's travel, and I need to get this stuff unpacked before the night. He kind of nods his head and gives a smack of the reins and kind of starts trotting off unless you guys stop him for anything else.
Well, what are we gonna do about these people that are locked up? I feel like we should let them out, but maybe we should wait till right before we go visit Strahd. We don't plan on coming back after we visit Strahd anyways, right?
Yeah, so we should make sure that all of our business is concluded here tonight. If that's where we're going.
I mean, I can't speak for everyone, but I feel like that's the path we're on and the path we should stay on. I'm with Anderson. I don't know if we want to reject his invitation or ask for a rain check.
How we're gonna ask. Honestly, with the news from home, I just want to get out of here. I just want to go home. They want us to come back, and maybe Mom and Dad have found a teacher or somebody else.
Don't mean to be a downer, but also maybe not too.
Thanks, buddy.
I'm keeping it real here.
Why else would they send a messenger?
Do you really want me to answer that?
Yeah.
Well, for all we know, could be looking into them for various purposes. I've seen all kinds of messed up stuff.
What are you insinuating, Anderson?
Just
Like,
saying.
Just to keep tabs on them? You two ran away from home, is that correct? Am I deducing that correctly?
I ran away. Panton was asked to leave.
I can see that.
All right.
I
That
mean,
runs about what I guessed.
he just lacked control, and he almost killed somebody, and so they were scared, and I understand, but
Oh, you understand. That's nice.
I understand both sides. Panton, I'm here with you, aren't I? I followed you.
So that messenger could just be for Honora. Is that what you're insinuating, Anderson?
I'm just saying. Maybe. I don't know why, but it may not always be good. Best to expect the worst.
And that not always good is what I would assume is that it would just be for Honora.
They tried. They loved Panton. They did. They were just.
They
They didn't
did.
know how. They didn't
To
understand.
the point that they told me that I needed to leave.
They didn't understand you, Panton. They were scared. Like I said, you lost control and almost hurt somebody.
And me being gone for how long now really helped them understand. Right, Honora?
Maybe they miss you.
At any
Or
rate,
may-
Panton, Madame Ava thinks that you're enough. So that's
Yeah.
something to consider.
Maybe I'll go live with Madame Ava then, because you know what? She liked me a heck of a lot more than Mom and Dad did.
You have to like someone to love them. There's a lot of times I don't like you either, but I always love you.
Yeah, well, she didn't kick me out of her hut. Mom and Dad did. So
Explode anything in her hut. She didn't offer to teach you
Sorry.
either. She wasn't going to teach you.
you know,
We went on
Nora,
this quest
you're
to
making
find
a
somebody.
really compelling case for me to wanting to go back home, aren't you?
Panton, the plan was always to find you a teacher, get your magic under control, and then go home.
Listen, we're trapped here anyway.
Yeah,
Well, we were
regardless,
planning. We're
we
going to
can't
the
leave
church.
even if we tried.
What?
I'm saying regardless, we can't leave even if we tried.
Well, I'm glad
Precisely.
you finally came to that conclusion now. It only
Yeah.
took you getting, what is that? Sickly pale yellow eyes and blood all over somebody else's house. Hey, I didn't know what I was talking about, but hey, whatever. Nobody listens to me. Nobody cares about my opinion about anything, but whatever.
Panton, you're getting angry over nothing. Calm down.
You've been walking for several minutes and you finally make your way to the church. And you see Myrtle and Freak playing around like a tag or a hide and seek. They seem to be chasing each other around a tree out in the distance. What do you do?
What happens when you get upset? Calm down.
Bathed and dressed and already soiling yourselves, running around the yard.
Are you saying that to
Ready
them?
to go to market?
I don't know. I'm kind of having fun right now. Is it something that we can do maybe tomorrow?
I suppose so. We might be leaving tomorrow evening, though. But if you want to wait, we can. I just wanted to make sure that, or at least help you get a fair price on those gems that you were trying to sell.
He looks at Myrtle, kind of big-eyed, and then looks at you. I don't really have them on me, and I want to try to sell them without Ismark and Irina knowing. So, if maybe...
What does their knowledge of it matter?
Well, I don't know. I just want to do it without them knowing, I guess. It's no big deal. If you give me time to, tomorrow I'll make sure that I have the things around. And I will be able to go with you to the market.
All right. Do you not trust them?
No, I trust them. I don't want them to know that I stole it.
I wouldn't say that was stealing. That was reparation. You deserved those gems.
I know, but plus, maybe afterwards, I would like to go to Blinksy's toy shop and buy something for Ismark. Just as a thank you, you know?
Okay.
I just don't want them to know where it came from. Maybe I'll tell them, but I want to tell them on my own time.
Sure.
And as he's standing there talking to you, a clump of sod just comes flying in from the side and just hits him right in his clean shirt. And he just turns and he looks back at you. I got to go get Terry. We're playing. I'll be right back. And he runs off and he's chasing Myrtle down.
Ira, just to let you know, I could probably get the dirt out of their clothes, okay? But first thing I want to see is Nico blow up when he enters that church. So go on, Nico. Come on, dead guy.
I'll chuckle at Panton and just walk into the church. And as soon as I enter, like, the doorway, I'll kind of stop and look back at Panton
You really walk in?
and proceed as nothing happens to me.
As nothing happens to you.
No, I'm just
No,
kidding.
that's
Yeah, as you
Like, if he's stuck there, I'm gonna try to gust him into the.
he goes
into
in
the
and he
church.
turns around and pretends like nothing's happening. It explodes. No, I'm just kidding.
I just
you
figured
step
it would
in?
block him from entering if he
No.
was evil.
No. You step in through the doors and nothing. Safe.
So either
issues.
Nico is not possessed by the undead, or the bones.
I'm going with the bones. Don't work.
I don't believe in this religion stuff, so. But I believe in magic, so I mean, Nico has magic.
He's weird.
All right. So what did you want to do here besides talk to the children, Ira?
I don't know. I guess we found this
Cats.
doll in Isaac's room. Maybe has Ismark talked to Blinksy yet?
Well, no, we tried to figure out who the buyer was, and seems like we know now.
Right.
Tell us, Mark, then.
Not a bad idea.
Tell us,
Are
Mark,
they?
what?
Oh, Ismark, is that you?
No, I was asking. I was asking
about the dolls and Isaac.
Yeah,
I wanted to clarify. He already knows about it.
That's right.
Anderson.
Oh.
It's Panton.
Anderson.
right,
told-
right. And then he went off with
Yeah.
Irina and told her. Yep, okay.
So yeah, no, we're good there. So I think we've done all we can do here. I mean, have we all voted to leave town and not come back?
Where will we go once Vallaki is not a safe haven?
Well, you never been camping?
I mean, we go back to Barovia, and I think there's a couple other towns. We have to ask this, Mark.
There was one other town, right? There's 3 towns: Vallaki, Barovia, and I thought there was one more. Maybe I'm wrong about that.
Don't recall.
DM, do we have a map of the world?
I do not
Of
believe
Barovia?
so. Do not believe.
Hey,
you
you
have
know what?
found
Maybe
one.
we should look for a map. I think that would be super helpful in case we are never permitted to actually come back here in Vallaki.
Well, we've got the rest of today and tomorrow. I don't think we should go talk to the burgomaster about his insane festival practice. But that's personal.
You know the burgomaster is out doing gathering last minute things for the festival. That's why he was able to have the mansion to himself.
You know, we ain't talked to Ismark or Irina about what they want to do with Isaac. Maybe we should get their opinion on it.
Yeah, maybe they know all about it.
Well, they know about it, but I mean, what do they want to do about it? I mean, how's
Maybe they're
Irina
okay
feeling?
with it, is what I meant.
Sure, I'm looking like Honora to get some studded leather armor and a light crossbow, although I know, Nicodemus, you have a crossbow that you don't use that often. Maybe I could
We need
take
to
advantage of that.
If you're
Take a
interested
pool
in
of
it,
our
I'll
resources as well.
give it to you, but, you know, Do you have anything in return? Maybe I could get some more lessons from you.
I suppose since you are still here, I could.
I would think that's a fair trade. My equipment for your advice and insight on some skills.
Sure.
So maybe we should do an inventory of our resources and see if we can buy some stuff off of Stanimir before we head off into the Lion's Den.
Right, didn't you collect an absurd amount of gold off that Victor?
Yeah, we got a lot from him.
Should we talk about this at the church, or maybe we should go to our inn room and talk about it there?
As we're discussing, I'll pull out that crossbow and hand it to Ira.
I'll kind of acquaint myself with it.
It is a crossbow light, and I have 17 bolts that go along with it. And while everybody's kind of discussing, I'd like to walk over to like the front side of the church
Okay.
and look at my reflection in the window.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to do so. You can. Everything looks as normal except for your eyes have a yellowish tint to them.
I'll get real close and look at my eyes, and I'll say some verbal words and cast thaumaturgy to clear the yellow from my eyes.
Let's see.
It just changes it for 1 minute.
I mean, it's a cantrip.
Cast it every minute.
Yeah.
Rest
Just
of your
wander
life.
around.
Yeah. You're able to do so. You see the yellow where the white of the eyes used to be kind of fade away and now back to the normal bright white. Alrighty, you guys headed back to the inn?
I think that's the smartest decision, to go up and lock ourselves in the inn room and assess our resources before we partake our journey tomorrow.
How are we getting there?
I thought he said
Did they said they would send a carriage or something?
Yeah, Strahd was
Yeah.
providing transportation.
Have the note?
One of us has the note.
It was Ira.
Was it? Sure.
He never
I guess
read
I have
it.
the note.
You guys should all have it. It's in all of your journals. Here, I'll show
Yeah,
it to you guys.
The invitation.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Strahd made multiple copies.
I think Ira has it, but
Oh yeah, we'll send a carriage for you.
I didn't think about that, yeah.
But yeah, I'm with Honora. I could go for a good night's rest. Maybe spend some time with Ira. He does maybe some lessons. Do an inventory check.
It's about noon right now. Or it's a little past noon. It's probably about 1:32.
So the last part of this is to give our reply to the Burgomaster, and I think we brought that up in conversation with him. And yet he was vehement about us not being welcome here if we were to go. How does Strahd know that we intend to go based off of that information? Like based off of us giving that information to the Burgomaster?
Well, my guess is vampire magic.
Sure.
I don't know, that's all I got.
I just assume Strahd knew everything that happened.
Well, he'll probably want you to think that.
I mean, I do think that. So he's either succeeding or
course
it's
he would.
true.
Or, I mean, that was the whole point, is that we are removed by going to this event. Him knowing that by us telling the Burgomaster about it, would lead to us being excluded from the village in the first place.
Right. But it sounds like feel like we're going to get more accomplished by going than staying. Unless we want to stay here in Vallaki forever.
Maybe.
Not exactly a paradise.
But at
But
any
yeah,
rate, I can see that part of his game. That's like him moving his bishop to put us in check in a way.
Like checkers?
No, Nico. Chess.
No,
It's
no,
a
no.
little bit of a
Poker.
game.
I never learned any of those games.
Backgammon.
Anyways, I don't know. Like staying here, I don't feel like we can. I feel like our hands are tied. It just every time we turn around, bad stuff happens, and we're told to not do anything about it. And I don't want to live like that.
As much as I don't want to, I feel like we might learn a few things if we go straight into the lion's den.
I agree with that. And I also think that being here hasn't been altogether bad.
No.
We've been relatively safe. The danger that we have encountered, we sought it out, or it has been sent out after us.
Speaking of which, if we get a chance to have a toe-to-toe with those hags again, I would love to finish them off. Messing with my dreams, that's not
Right,
cool.
how would we do that?
Go back to their bone grinder.
What bone grinder? I burned that thing to the ground.
Well, maybe we can ask around to see if anybody's seen him once we get out of town.
Fair enough.
Right.
So, I just to clarify, it sounds like we're not super into the idea of seeing Strahd, but it seems to be the best course of action.
I'm super into it.
He's hot, isn't he?
I mean, I'm definitely interested to hear what he has to say.
So, again, just let's pool our resources, see what we have. Maybe talk to Stanimir about getting some protection. And then, yeah, let's go see Strahd tomorrow. I'll pick up my nice dress at the tailor and...
Oh yeah, we should probably all, now that I think about it, I probably should have gotten a nicer outfit.
I'm gonna be wearing
Not that I look terrible.
chainmail.
I mean, yes, but...
I mean, I have my fancy new hat, so there we go.
I think my coat will
Burn that
suffice.
thing.
Nice.
Awful. Okay, so...
But there's no
does
way.
that sound
I'm not...
like what we're doing, guys? Is we're checking resources, buying things, and then heading off to Strahd's castle in the morning?
In the morning? I think it was an evening affair.
Was it?
It was dinner.
The invitation doesn't specify, but that's what I assumed.
I assume there's dinner. If there's not dinner, I'm leaving.
But somebody needs to run over and let Baron know our reply, I guess.
Panton's the fastest.
No, I'm not.
Are you
He's
sure?
still not at the house.
I assume we could leave a letter with one of his
Oh, okay.
housemates.
Yeah.
Let's talk to
We
Isaac.
could also
maybe.
maybe send a familiar with the note.
I mean, I could just send him a note with my mind.
Can you do that?
I can. It is a skill I've recently picked up.
Oh, well, do that then. Let him know that we want to go to Ravenloft.
Okay.
Maybe we could wait on that. Maybe take the day without the ire of the burgomaster upon us.
But 3 days is what he said, and tomorrow's day 3.
Right. I'm saying take today. It's not... It's like, what, 12:30? We have the rest of this day to do with as we like.
It didn't necessarily say when we had to RSVP by.
It's true. Maybe you could RSVP straight to Strahd and not have to go through the burgomaster.
Well, I could do that.
If you could message people from afar.
I can certainly try. I think that's a better idea than going through the burgomaster. Maybe
Solves
we
the
can go to
problem of-
Ravenloft and he'll never know. Okay. I'll sit down, pull out my text, flip through it, verbal, somatic, and I'll start thinking of images of Strahd and his whereabouts, and I'll just plainly say, "This is Nicodemus. I'll see you tomorrow with my friends."
What time?
What time?
Sending the
What time
carriage
shall I?
over?
Shall we await
What
your
time can we expect you?
to pick us up?
What sort of attire
I need
is?
like 3 hours to get ready.
Is there a dress code?
Do you like me? Please check yes or no.
He likes you.
That's
it. Nico
have-
seduces Strahd. End of campaign.
Boom,
have-
I didn't know he was a bard.
3. I knew the sending spell. I was checking to see
Oh,
how many
sorry.
spell slots. You have 3. Is that
I
your first or your
have-
second?
That is my second third
Okay.
level spell.
Just making
So
sure.
I have one additional, yeah. I'm keeping track.
I was keeping track for myself for conversation wise. A few moments go by. Nicodemus, it is so good to hear from you. I'm glad you've accepted the invitation. Where would you like me to pick you up?
And guys, he wants to know where he can pick us up. Just at the Raven Inn.
No,
Yeah.
outside of town. Outside of town.
No, I want to see what happens when he gets into town.
It's not gonna be him, right? He's gonna send like a
Yeah, come on.
carriage
Like,
or something.
Nora and
I don't know.
He's gonna send one of his inferiors over and just like, here you go, handle these guys, bring them in. This is what they look like. So he's not gonna handle his business himself.
But that'd be cool though to see how he gets into town with one of his inferiors.
Right,
But
but I feel like that's alerting the Burgomaster of our.
Yeah,
well,
I
the
think
Burgomaster's already aware of our possible intent.
Possible
We never
intent.
confirmed it.
Right, but if we're not at the festival tomorrow, like logically he can deduce that
we left town.
We left, yeah.
That we just left town. I don't have the hell.
Okay,
of a
okay,
phone.
okay. Shh.
Sure.
Strahd, please send the vehicle or transportation to the Raven Inn in Vallaki.
Blue water.
The Blue Water Inn. I thought it was called the Ravenloft. That's right.
The Blue Water Inn that's covered in ravens.
Yeah. You know the place.
The Sealy.
I will have the carriage pick you up from the Blue Water Inn around 4 p.m.
Wow. It's an hour-long window.
Yeah, leave you unread.
Can we upgrade to Carriage XL? I'll reply. Can I
Will you,
reply
though?
again?
No.
Okay, I will not reply again. Yeah. Okay, that'll be the end.
All right.
All right.
Okay, so I guess we have till tomorrow, 4 p.m. Does
So-
anybody have a watch?
No, but
I point up at the sun that is barely seeing through or peeking through the clouds.
I guess
There you
we
go.
just hang out at the inn, and then when we see a carriage, we assume it's ours.
not all morning to do other things, but yeah.
Right.
So
I mean, tomorrow could be our last day. We should
Pay
probably
attention.
do something fun.
this fortune that you got from Victor, what did you what you got?
I'm trying to remember which fortune that was.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
2,000 gold in
Oh,
gold gems.
fortune.
Oh.
Okay, you're talking about like
Oh.
a fortune of
Yeah.
money. I thought you meant
Oh,
like a
money.
fortune as like a Taroka card.
Yeah, I
reading.
was like, man, I must have missed
I was
that.
like, yeah, I was like, what the hell? Victor didn't pull me aside and read my palm or anything. Oh yeah. Are we like out in the open right now? Where
Yeah,
are we
you
at?
guys are still walking.
We should probably head back to our
We were
room.
heading back to the tent. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys were headed back, but
I mean,
hadn't quite made
I've
it there
already
yet.
distributed the coin to all of you, and well, I mean, I've got one of the gems, and Mister doesn't want to die's got the other gem. So, you still have that gem on you? Oh,
Wait, how much?
I hope
how
it
much?
didn't disappear.
How much gold did we get? I have like 220 gold. Does that sound about right?
I
I
have
Yeah,
have
200,
also
yeah.
have about 200.
Okay.
But I also got that diamond.
Yes.
Okay.
You still have that diamond, correct? It didn't
That's
disappear from your inventory.
It did not.
Perfect. Yeah, like he's got one gem. I'm holding on to the other. So you know.
Alrighty.
Victor was a sucker.
As you guys are walking back, you get to the intersection.
Am I
By the
supposed
way,
to be
I have
seeing
a dark
the map?
screen.
Yeah.
Yep.
Likewise.
It's fine if we do. Just it's
Yeah.
black.
Yeah.
It seems to be all consistent. We all have a dark screen, so that's good.
I must be on the wrong layer.
No,
We're all on the
because
wrong layer.
We're on the upside down.
oh, I see. You're
on the wrong layer.
No, your
I'll go war.
your group token disappeared.
Would you say it's like on a different layer?
No, it's just not on the map at all. Well, shit. I'll just put you guys out there. You
Just
won't.
put us in the inn.
You know, and I kind of don't want to sit around the inn all day. I kind of want to poke
Can you
around.
see now?
I
No.
see my token,
I
but
see.
nothing.
Yeah, I see
don't
my
see
token.
anything.
That's
Yeah,
it.
the token's there.
Let me move your token then.
I kind of want to poke
Did that do
around
anything
the
then?
inn and
No?
if I can
Nope.
find anything.
WTF.
Yeah, Mike.
FFS.
How about now?
Nope.
Oh, not that time. I chopped. Right out.
Righto.
Ah, motherland!
How about now?
I see
Hey,
everything.
now I see it.
Okay. Alright. That's how it should be. Quit moving your shit around.
Everybody move your shit around.
Right there is where the inn is.
That's where I'm at.
Okay. You guys, I'll just pull up the inn map then. Can you see your tokens in the inn?
Nope.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
wait.
yeah.
Wait, hold on. We
There
have
we
to
go.
scroll down. Oh, there we
I
go.
was
it's up
outside.
You make your way into the inn. Do you go straight upstairs?
I go to my our room.
Okay. I'll just. Do you all go
Oh.
upstairs?
Yeah, I guess if we're gonna
Might as well.
inventory our stuff, yeah, might as well.
Okay. Now you guys are all
Damn,
in the
you moved us
appropriate.
again.
Yep.
There we go. So hard to keep track with you moving us around.
It is hard. I'm sorry.
Stay still, you little shit.
Alrighty.
Ugh, there's a dead body in the room still.
There is still a dead body in the room.
Clean up
Has it
aisle
be-
10.
Has
Is
it
it-
begun seeping
Is this
through the
stinking?
through?
As you walk in, it does smell a little bit like decay.
There's that red cap under the bed still, right?
Yes,
Does it
that
still
is
have
what
a
you.
hat?
No. the one you stole.
Or is that the hat that I took?
Yeah, that's the hat that you took.
Okay, cool.
So you
Oh,
just see
just-
its stringy white hair draped down the back of its head, matted now with dried
Maybe
blood.
we should stay in the other room instead of this one.
Hey,
It smells kind of funny.
Where did you guys take the other bodies at?
We put them
To
in the
the
stables.
stable.
I will start grabbing at the ankles of this maybe starting to decay one. Like, who wants to help me take him to the stable?
Let's just go in the other room.
Yeah. Do that later.
Panton, give me a perception check.
It's
Oh.
alive. Oh God, no.
What am I about to perceive? Nothing. Because I have a fat bonus of 0 on that. Here we go.
Low wisdom scores.
It's great. Oh,
Not with a nat 20 though.
Alrighty. As you grab at the leg, the foot, and start to kind of pull him out, and hearing the conversation in the background, you see the pant leg move a little bit. Not on its own, but just from it, the friction against the floor raises it up and it exposes a little bit of bare skin. And you start to see what looks to be like a very intricate tattoo. It's lots of lines, but it's much bigger than what you can see.
Hey guys, got a question for you. Who likes occult shit?
What?
Our buddy over here is sporting some rather awesome tattoos, I think.
Anything I would recognize?
You can't see enough of it as it is. You'd probably have to investigate further if you wanted to.
I mean, so like, where is the tattoo? Like, what's covering it?
His pants.
I'm gonna take
Sweet,
out
I'm
a
taking-
dagger.
yeah, I'm taking
and
out
I'm
his
going
pants.
to cut up the pant leg
Okay.
without cutting the flesh.
As you now pulling him out further from underneath of the bed, and you start to take your knife and carve up the pant leg along the seam, and it splits open, revealing more and more. It looks to be topographical. It looks to be like a very detailed map.
Oh shit!
What?
But it
What
is
about
still
that?
it
How
is
does
still
that-
spanning the entirety of his leg. Like the
Some
more you
Prison
go
Break
up,
shit going on here.
Do we recognize any spots on the map? Any landmarks?
not so far with what you've exposed.
Any like points that are obvious on the
Alright.
map?
This is gonna be really weird, guys, and I'm gonna pull the body out
Okay.
completely, and I'm going to start disrobing him. We're gonna see some wrinkly man meat here in a minute. It'll be great.
He may not have junk. He's kind of a demon, anyways.
Does he shave? Does he
Okay.
manscape, or does he gnomescape, or whatever it's called?
Gnomescape.
Iris running away from the man. Naked.
He doesn't want to see this.
As you cut up further and pull, kind of just take off the pants, you start to see points of interest. You see a town. You see a bridge. A river that's flowing throughout the entirety of the section that you've shown so far. You see a waterfall as you go further. You see
Where's the waterfall on his body?
um
Or like his belly button?
no, it's more like on his
Like, is this covering his whole body or just like the thing?
It's his entire body so far. It's all the way up the backside of his leg. It's probably right on the hamstring is where the waterfall is.
Anora's gonna pull out a dagger and start skinning the red cap in a very disgusted and just resigned sort of fashion. She's used to skinning pigs with mom and dad, so she's just like, fine.
Hey, I
So,
wanted a
starts-
map, guys. I think we found one. This is great. In a really macabre, gruesome way.
Yep.
This is quite literally a map of Barovia.
Yep.
The one thing that stands out to you with that perception check, it's going to continue on as you're disrobing the entirety of the gnome. You see south of Vallaki, traveling along a river. You see something accentuated, much more distinct on the map. You see a tree uprooted. You can see space underneath of the tree itself. Above the roots is mounted a cottage, a house. And it looks like the house has the roots as legs.
Getting the red cap. I'm making a giant mess. It is. We have to, guys. We have to skin this. We have to leather this. This is going to be invaluable resources.
I think we could have just drawn it.
It's funny. You see that Anderson's already has this like dagger out. Like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I've
You
already
realize
started
this is
ripping the
awesome.
skin
This
off.
will last. This will really last a long time
I mean,
if we do
to
it
be
right.
fair, leather is waterproof.
Yep.
No, I think what you're doing is great. Just not the easiest route or the route I would have taken.
You're right.
But
I've already
I'm not
started.
skilled in leatherworking.
Yeah.
Keep going,
So,
Honora.
yeah.
Don't stop now.
Getting the fucker. I'm not proficient in leatherworking either, but hopefully I do a good enough job.
Give me.
I'm skilled in forgery. Could I?
No,
Could I
it's just going to
draw
be
it?
a slight. You could probably. Yeah, you could give me a dexterity check, or either a dexterity check or an intelligence check with the modifier or your proficiency modifier for your forgery tools. And Honora, if you're going to continue to cut, I need a sleight of hand check for me, please.
Alrighty.
That sleight of hand check is this equivalent to what you asked of me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, as she's cutting, you start drawing and marking down all the important points with pretty good accuracy. You feel, after probably about 30 minutes worth of work, Nora, you're able to draw much faster than Nora is with cutting. But you come out with a pretty good map of Barovia. And Honora, you're able to carve it out pretty well. Towards the edges, it kind of gets a little, ragged, but you're working with flesh. Like you've got all of the main parts.
So there, now we have two maps. So in case we ever split up.
Does this look like we just took this off a humanoid body? Like, is there a way that we can take this to
We have
somebody
to
and they'd
change
be
it.
like, oh, did this come off a human?
It didn't.
Yeah, it would look. I mean, gnome flesh doesn't look any different than human flesh, really.
Oh, wait, maybe I can color it.
No, sir, it's okay. You don't understand. We got it from a gnome.
You don't know what those are. They don't exist in this world, right?
Starting to kill
You
us.
guys are surprised
This is
about
revenge.
us.
Yeah, if you could clean up the blood, though, Panton.
I'm
as I
somewhat
go.
comforted by the fact that some of us can retain some of our more civilized practices in these barbaric lands.
Yeah, but if we drop water on your map, it'll be ruined. Whereas if we drop water on this map, it's still good. And I will prestidigitate the blood off of the
Everything.
gnome, fey, flesh, whatever.
Okay.
Carving a pig.
Yeah, we could just say it was a pig with really long legs that somebody just drew a map of Barovia on. There you go. Fantastic. Or we could say it's like a baby cow. Yeah, a baby cow would work, right? Like we've already sheared off all the fur and everything, and
Or if we need to show anybody, we just show them Myra's map.
that too. So this is our map, and that's for everybody else to look at. All right, cool. I like the sound of that. There we go. We still need to get it tanned, though. How long does that take?
A while.
Oh. I really hope this thing doesn't rot on us.
Do we get a handout, John? The map.
Yeah, I'm trying to find one.
Okay.
I will not
Map
take
on
it if it
flesh.
does not look like it's on a humanoid body.
I'm gonna need blood on the sides.
It's got a caption, "You're all horrible people."
It was already dead, at least.
I mean, yeah, it helped.
Okay, well, now that
are
that's
we gonna
done,
leave a skinless red cap in this room now? Somebody's gonna come into this room to clean it when we leave, and they're gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
We just took a section. I believe the reason that we kept it was we were gonna maybe bring it to somebody to figure out what it was.
Okay, I'm going to
That waterfall looks kind of
Oh, we
familiar.
kind of forgot about that.
We were there.
Edit. The map that I give you is going to be different than the map that I just talked about. I'll kind of put it together a little better, but this is still the same map. Can you see that? Did it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right.
Does it even come with the letters?
It comes with the letters. I wasn't able to get rid of them in time. I didn't think you
Mount-
guys would find it. Actually,
Is Mount Gackus where his junk would be?
Who's junk?
no, it's
Oh, that
it's
junk
more
leg.
of no. The
Zass.
leg is over by Barovia, going from east to west. West.
where
is
his junk?
Did we carve it off?
His junk is right around Sirpool.
Okay, cool.
Oh, Sirpool.
Yeah,
TNCR.
yeah, Sirpool.
Just
There's
north, or just west of Barovia.
Yeah, there's where you had to carve around the butthole. It just kind of,
The butthole is conveniently Sirpool then,
yeah,
or is that the taint?
same spot.
Sir
It's
Falls
around there.
Is the taint.
It is a pretty small body, so Sirpool is pretty big.
because it's mooning us.
Sorry, we're children. It's okay.
No, you guys are good.
Alrighty. So, yeah. Okay, now shopping. We were gonna go shopping. Monies. I only have 200 gold. I need 1,200 gold. Anybody? Donations. It's for a good cause.
I mean,
not
if we
dying.
pooled all of our money together, we wouldn't be able to afford it.
Well, technically, we would have to sell one of the diamonds too.
I mean, I need my diamond. It's a component required to bring somebody back from the dead. If one of you were to fall, I would like to try to save you. I feel like that's a fail-safe we should keep around.
It's pretty amazing. Are you sure that would work in a place like this?
There's only one way to find out if you volunteer for a test.
Well, you're the only one who likes to volunteer for that stuff, so it doesn't really work.
I don't think I'll be volunteering to die anytime soon.
Again.
At
I
least
did it
not
earlier.
again. Not
Anyways,
again.
not important. So okay, so we can't afford the chainmail or the plate, the cool, awesome plate
What
stuff.
about if he might have half plate? I think that stuff is usually a little less expensive.
It's usually half as expensive, right?
I would think so. I mean, I can't wear armor, so it just gets in the way of everything. So I really don't know.
Well, remember our weapons. These silvered weapons seem to be more effective against the enemies that we were fighting against. Maybe that's something that we could also invest in.
Silvered armor.
They make silvered armor.
I thought Irina had silvered armor.
I think she's decorative armor.
Oh, what if we were to buy a bunch of silver coins and stuff them into a sock?
For what purpose, Bandon?
Other weapons? We don't have to buy weapons anymore. There we go. We got clubs that
Well, I have a sock and some gold.
You know, we could try to maybe see if we can exchange our gold for the electrum meter. People only take, the Strahd electrum. You might have some we could exchange for.
You could do that.
Potentially. I'm not. I mean, everywhere we've went, they've taken gold. It's just been begrudgingly. Do you think the exchange rate is better?
Well, this little feller, and he holds up this drop up. He was a bit more expensive because it wasn't their gold.
Right.
Yeah, does anyone have any electrum?
I have one.
Oh,
I have. Nope, that's silver. Nope, don't have anything.
Victor paid us in gold, right, John?
No, he gave us 2 electrum. 1 each.
No, Isaac gave you. He's asking about Victor.
Yeah.
Oh.
Victor paid us in all gold, right?
Mm-hmm. And gems.
Because it was useless in Barovia. But I think that Stanimir takes gold. Because he trades with the
because he can magically leave this place for whatever reason while we're stuck here.
I imagine he takes advantage of the exchange rate.
So yeah. Got anything else we could sell or get rid of? You know, we're carrying around all the stuff. I have a key that we found. I wonder if it's worth anything.
I don't.
Well, I don't think I can sell a vampire head. Last I checked.
Maybe you could.
Nah.
I wonder if there's a smith in town. I would like to see if I could get some of these bolts silvered and maybe sell some things as well.
I do have this. It might come in handy, though. And I hold up the eye patch with the garnet in it.
How much is worth?
I don't know, maybe 50 or 75? Not a whole lot.
Oh, my goodness. By the way, remember that giant that we ran into and that I had a good, nice chat with?
Yes.
Yeah.
He gave me this. I'm afraid I was rather rude to him, but promised him a return visit, but he gave this to me as a gesture of good faith, and it is an incredibly powerful magic item.
Do we know what it does?
As it turns out. Is that right? I was able to figure out with an hour of studying.
Yeah, you basically attuned to it, yeah.
Yes, this is a belt of hill giant strength. And whoever attunes to it becomes incredibly strong.
That sounds fantastic.
The item only responds to myself because I've taken the time to study it, but perhaps it would be better suited to one of you. I thought maybe Nicodemus.
I've definitely been practicing and getting better with my mace. Yeah, I feel like I could make some use out of it, if you don't mind.
Sure, yeah. I thought of you or Anderson, maybe Honora, any of you who are in the front line that might be able to make better use of it. Though it does look best on me.
It does
would
suit
say.
your aesthetic quite a bit. I mean,
Uh,
if you feel like Nico or Anderson could definitely use it.
Give it to Nico. I don't need it.
Yeah, I will definitely make use of it. Thank you, Ira.
Very well.
And
I will give this to you,
now
and
do
I will still
remember
give you
I
the
gave you a
lessons, but
crossbow.
sure. But this crossbow is not nearly worth as much as this belt.
No, it is not. I fully understand that.
So if you are looking to exchange things, I will keep that in mind. I think
you're
you
gonna
respect
owe
that.
him.
I don't have much to offer you now,
Favor.
but maybe sometime down the road,
Sure.
I can make us even.
Right.
Nicodemus, I imagine you're going to attune to the item.
Yes, sir.
You spend the next hour studying it, putting it on. Your strength score is now 21.
Did you add it into my equipment?
I can, yeah.
Or I can.
No.
So would anybody want to pool our money to try to get better equipment? I mean, mine's getting a little run down. Ira would like.
I would love to help you. I just have already given so much to somebody else in the party. Maybe after I've purchased some things and sold some things, I can see how I could help you out.
I mean, we're not even sure what kind of inventory we'll be able to purchase.
Oh, but it's nice to know what we have. You know, our max
Sure,
amount of
if he has something that you need and
I only
is
have
within reason,
200 gold, so
we would be happy to give you whatever gold I can lend you.
I mean, I got 225 and then this other diamond.
is that the one you took from the house?
It's one of the diamonds that Victor gave us. So Nico's got a bigger diamond, and I've got a slightly smaller one.
Hey, Nico.
Yeah. Why does
can-
everybody want my stuff?
What? No. You can identify stuff, right?
I cannot.
No, I need to go. That's why I wanted to take the children to sell their gems, both to help them and to also perhaps acquire a pearl. Then I would be able to.
Damn. Well, there goes my
Identify.
idea.
Some items. The woman at the clothing shop said that her daughter traded in gems. Perhaps I could speak to her.
Well, I gotta go by and get my my purchase from them yet tomorrow, anyways, so we can do
And
that.
I think all of us could stand to maybe dress a little better tomorrow night.
I was thinking about wearing this eye patch.
I mean,
You know what,
sure.
Nico? That looks great on you. You should wear it.
Okay, sure.
I
The
worry
only-
about your accuracy without the depth perception. But
That's what I was gonna
That's
say.
what I
yeah.
was thinking too. Like, what if something attacks me from this side?
Right.
I guess
like
I can just hold my
blindsided.
shield up always.
Yeah, no.
and that would be blocking it anyway, so you wouldn't be losing much.
That's right.
Maybe you could wear it like a hat or like a circlet instead of an eye patch.
Oh, and I'll slide the eye patch over to the middle of my forehead.
Ah, covering a third eye. Intimidating.
Very.
Yeah.
And I'll lift it up.
There you go. All right. Well, I guess if I don't know if I have enough money, but if you guys want to come, let's go bother Stanimir for some new equipment. Ideally.
Okay.
Sure.
Let's see what he has to offer. Give me a second.
You find yourself in Stanimir's
You
lair.
find yourself. I gotta find the.
Without saying a word, he hands you a ledger. that
Stay a
contains a
while
list
and listen.
of all of the items he has for sale, along with prices.
I do not have that.
Gave us a
So,
cart without
just to be
preparing for us to go
clear,
shopping.
we are leaving the freshly skinned, 2-day-old red cap in the room still, right?
Yeah, it's a present, for them letting us in.
Okay, cool.
Just to kind of give you a heads up, you've walked around Vallaki a decent amount now. You would know that there is a smith called the Cracked Anvil. And you would have also seen a tannery called Lucresh Tannery.
We attempt to get the map tanned then, guys?
We can try.
I mean,
And
if
hopefully
we
he
don't,
doesn't ask any questions.
if we don't get it tanned, won't it just spoil?
Yep.
But we do have a paper map as well.
Which could also get ruined in many, many different ways.
That is true.
And plus,
anybody here-
it's a lot cooler just to say, I got this map by ripping it off my enemy's skin.
Alrighty. So are you guys headed to? You guys are headed to where Standomir was at, right?
I'll check him out first.
He was headed to drop off his things at the stockyard. They also have basically a place where a general store, if you will, where they sell things normally, but he was kind of stocking up there. Making your way that way.
Downtown.
Making your way downtown. Making your way towards the east side of town, towards Arasek's stockyard. Give me a second.
Does anybody else want a light crossbow? Or should I sell it?
I mean, I could take yours instead of Nico's, and he could be even more in debt to me.
If you want. I've got 20 bolts. I've never used it.
Sure.
Dual wield.
Pew pew.
I need more screens.
Don't you have like 3?
Get with it, man.
Yeah, but I can only really use.
Alright, I'm gonna remove these from my inventory and give them to you, Ira, then. So you can
All
have
right.
2 crossbows, or you can give Nico's back.
I mean, I'm okay.
I had 20 bolts.
Headed towards the east end of town. You can see the stockyard, and you can see the large building where it appears that Standomir has his wagon drawn up and is transporting things to and from the cart, still a ways away. And then you hear a shout from behind you. Someone yelling, the familiar voice of Isaac. As you turn, you see a very menacing look in his eyes. He has his large axe over one shoulder and his monstrous arm outstretched. And I want you all to roll initiative.
Wait,
Guys, are we
Wait,
moving?
what?
We fucked with his room, and so he's gonna fuck with us.
Oh, I thought we
he
put
shouldn't-
everything back.
One, he shouldn't have known that we fucked with his room.
How?
But 2, you may have dumped all the
I think it was
posters in the
posters.
barrel. That could
I'm
piss him
gonna
off.
assume it's something about the stolen doll.
It could be for. It could also be that
Maybe.
Strahd told what's his butt that we were going to take his invitation, and now they're mad at us. There's lots of things why.
Oh, you know what? I
Damn
also
it.
did take that
19's
perfume.
what I got.
I don't know if that has anything to do with anything.
I don't know if
Maybe
you put up
let's
the
put-
initiative
don't
tracker
know
or
what it is
not,
yet.
but
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Okay, I think I had mine selected.
we're all rolling.
Give me a
Initiative.
second. No, I'm moving things around, trying to get it to where.
no, he's edited him back in where we need him to be. Not a problem.
Dynamic
Good, I've been wanting to beat the
lighting.
shit out of this guy for a while.
Admittedly, me too.
He's my favorite character.
That's good. Now you can go to, you can give him a big ol' hug, Nico.
Can you guys see the map?
Yeah.
All right, so there's one thing that you guys got to know. The grid isn't aligned. So as you can see, your
Uh-oh.
tokens, like, you're just going to have to use the snap the ruler to do your,
Well, WTF.
Literally unplayable.
I know, for fuck's sake, it's
fine.
the worst.
Fine.
Fucking rookie shit, man. What's up with this?
Man, they released the game in a broken state.
Oh, Cyberpunk.
You realize it, yeah, it's just playtesting. Come on now.
Let's get the
This music is
initiative.
really epic.
Do you want us to roll initiative again?
Yeah, if you would, please. I'm sorry.
All good.
Or just add your.
We have to roll it to be able to edit it.
What the
Oh.
hell?
I got the same thing. I'm good.
It didn't put me in the initiative tracker.
Oh, I got even
Is that your
better.
token?
I'll take that.
What the hell?
I can
Hold
get
on,
you.
you
let's
need
go
to
like
edit
this.
Oh,
I probably need to fucking click my token on my other screen. Out of my way!
You got your boo boo? Nice.
there
Alright,
you go.
good night, boo-boo.
What was
No,
your
everyone
initiative?
just got there first.
19, I got it. Thank you.
See.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, is everybody on there accurately?
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, which roll did I took my first roll? Do I get to choose?
No, you needed to take your first roll. Did you update your first roll of 13?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
Did you change yours to 17, Anderson?
Oh, I got a 20. That's unfortunate.
Womp womp.
You cheater.
I know, right?
What a
wait.
goober.
Okay. I don't think mine matters, but
Yeah,
it doesn't.
as he yells, and you can see his monstrous hand outstretch, and you see a ball of fire zipping through the air and smacks into the well in front of you. Clearly out of range. But Panton, you're the first to react.
Shit. Okay. He's the only one coming at us right now, right?
Yes.
Are there a lot of civilians nearby, or is it pretty empty?
As soon as they saw this happen, they all started scattering.
Okay.
Thank God.
Okay, let's check something here right quick. He is 80 feet away from me. Something right quick, cause that's not gonna. All right. We are gonna move forward about 15 feet. Yes. 5, 10, 15, and I think that puts me. Oh, goddamn! I gotta move forward one more.
It's all right. We're not going to get super critical on this.
Oh, but I am.
Okay.
Gonna move over there, and I will cast a Ray of Frost on him.
Okay.
And there's that.
Nice.
14 to hit.
14. Yes. Oh, what a fucking terrible damage roll.
14 hits.
Perfect. So he will take 4 points of cold damage.
Alrighty.
And then I will take another step back.
Alrighty. You
And that'll
step
be the end of my
forward,
turn.
shoot out a ray of frost, and it hits him right in the shoulder, and it doesn't even phase him. You see it, it impacts, and you can see the damage is done, and the frost kind of trickles up his clothes, but he just continues on forward.
Kind of figured.
Does that end your
I
turn?
look back at everybody. I look back at everybody's like, yeah, he's big and tough, so this is gonna be fun. And yeah, that ends my turn.
He is going to move up to about right there.
He goes right after me. Okay, good. Ooh.
Uses his 30 feet of movement, and then he is going to yell, "I know one of you has it. Give it back." And he shoots out a flame towards you, Panton, since you were the one that attacked first. Does a 13 hit?
I will take the hit. Yep, that hits.
Okay, you take 7 points of fire damage.
Dude, I don't have the whatever you're looking for.
Honora, your turn.
All right, I will walk up my 25 feet.
Short legs.
I'd be like, I don't, you need to calm down. We don't know what you're talking about. You just come out here attacking us, and then I'll cast false life on myself using the well to create sparks from the sword.
Okay. All right, is that end your turn?
That will end my turn, and I will gain 6 temporary hit points.
All right, Anderson.
Am I confident? Like, am I pretty confident that like, no one else is like watching? Because like, I saw people scatter, but like, because I know what I want to do.
No, I
but
know.
that
Go
might
ahead.
get me in trouble.
Give me a perception check.
I'll be right
All
back.
right. Here it is.
Looking around, you can tell that a lot of people have scattered, but you can also see several guards in the distance towards the gate hear the commotion starting and just kind of peeking to watch. Not necessarily to do anything about it, because Isaac's kind of...
Scary.
Baddest motherfucker on the block.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you
That's
can
fair.
tell that there are some civilians and guards watching.
All right. In that case, okay. What I am going to do is, because yeah, I'm definitely not going to transform if people are watching. I'll take my sword, run it across my hand to activate Crimson Red on my rapier.
Okay.
For 3 points of damage. And I'm going to use my movement and dash to get kind of right up in front of him.
Okay.
And that will... Yeah, that's my turn.
What sort of... I need to kind of know everybody's situation. What sort of, like, backpacks, satchels, what are you guys carrying that would have anything in it?
Just my
I have a backpack.
You have a backpack?
Yeah. Like an
Yeah.
adventurer's pack.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
Everybody has kind of an adventurer's pack? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we could leave it behind just in case we had to run.
Yeah. My bedroll's on the top though, not the bottom.
Oh, mine's on the bottom in case I need to sit down.
I'm a
I
neck
use-
bedroll type of.
I use
Both
mine
of
as
ours
a
are
headrest.
Sonora's got it best. Like, you need to lower that gravity right there. You got it on top, you're way
No,
too
I-
unwieldy.
I have it on the bottom.
Alrighty. Ends your turn. Ira, it is your turn. Go ahead.
I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to say, Whoa, friend. What do you think we have? You just initiate a fight in the streets? Let's talk about this.
You know what you have.
How do you know we have it?
And that'll end your turn. Nicodemus.
I'm gonna use movement plus action. Actually, I'm gonna go 30 feet there as my movement,
Okay.
and then I will. I'm going to shoot a fireball at Isaac.
Fireball.
Not a fireball, sorry.
I was about to say, careful with that.
I'm going to shoot a ball of fire using the spell Produce Flame.
Okay.
24 to hit.
Okay, that hits. So you're
Gave me a
throwing.
scare there for a second, man.
Like,
Yeah,
do you
it's
hate
got
Anderson?
Got a 30-foot range.
Okay. Yeah, you produce a ball of flame in your hand and you just hurl it like a baseball. Hurl it like a rock. I don't know if they have baseballs that hurl it like a rock, and it just smacks into the chest right where that frost bolt had hit before, and you can see it just start to melt and singes the side of his face for 14 points of damage.
And that'll end my turn.
Alrighty. Panton, it's back to your turn.
All right, I don't like this guy throwing fire at me. Complete antithesis to what I do. So, 25 over here, and that should still put me in range of hurling another ray of frost at him.
Okie dokie. Unfortunately, an 11
That
misses.
sucks.
Yeah, it shoots and you try to thread the needle between Nicodemus and Anderson, and it just sails just wide right, skittering off into the dirt behind.
And I don't think I have any bonus actions, so I'm just gonna chill right over there.
Okay. Alrighty. Isaac is going to take a swing with his large battle axe. One-handed. 11 to hit.
No, sir.
Alrighty. He reaches out, tries to push and turn you to the side, and swings with his axe with one hand, trying to smack at your backpack. Misses. He's gonna take, and he kind of, you're not grappled, but he clenches your shirt a little bit. Give it to me. I know you have it. And swings again. 16 to hit.
No, sir.
Okay. He kind of lets go and shoves off of your, like, just pushes you back. You still stay in your 5-foot square, and he steps over into Nicodemus's without leaving your 5-foot radius. Steps over away from you as if tired of messing with you. Honora, it's your turn.
All right. Stop throwing your brawn around. We don't know what you want. We don't know what you have. Stop it. And I'll start hitting him. But I do attack with the silver. 2 attacks with the rapier.
Okay. First one misses. His monstrous claw comes to the side and just smacks it as you stab out. The second one, counterattack, you're able to hit. Go ahead, roll for damage. 11 points of piercing damage as you stick right into his hip area.
To calm down. We can talk about this.
Me the doll.
What doll? We don't have any dolls.
You do anything else with your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Anderson.
How come we have young Honora and old lady Honora?
All right.
What do you mean?
In the roll log.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
that's not old lady. That's Storm Dwarf. But yeah,
Oh, sorry.
I fixed it.
Oh, okay.
All right. So yeah, I mean, yeah, he should not have turned his back to me. With his focus.
It's
on
kind of his side. He's, yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm
same
gonna
thing.
reposition myself right behind him then.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't really get.
Anderson's a
Best I can do.
booty guy.
Thank you. And yeah, negotiations are off the table for Anderson. I'm going in with my rapier. And this is flanking, right?
Yep. Roll with advantage.
Okay. All right. So first attack. Thank God for advantage.
Okay. That hits. Go ahead and roll for damage. Okay.
Okay, 14 and 1 lightning damage. All right, and I assume he's still up.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure. All right. Second swing. Oh my God! Even with advantage. All right.
Both miss. As you stab into his back, kind of right where you would think his kidneys would be, you stab in, and as you pull it back and try to stab again, he turns to the side and just slashes right in front of him.
All right. That will be my turn.
Ira.
Oh, it should be Nicodemus at an 11 initiative.
Oh yeah, I don't know how that happened. Nicodemus.
But,
yeah. I'll do Nicodemus first. Sorry about that.
Okay. I am going to attack him with which natural 1.
As you
Man, we're
swing,
getting the great
as
roll.
you swing out with your mace, he turns, grabs it, his large claw basically palms the head of your mace, and he just looks at you with menacing, his teeth bared. Give it to me. And shoves your mace back.
Well, that just pissed me right off. I'm gonna summon a spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Giant mace behind him. 12 to hit.
12 misses.
Dude, our rolls are on point today.
Yeah. That'll
okay.
end my turn.
His rolls are also just as good, so.
Alrighty. Ira.
Give the doll, Ira. Give him the doll.
You could see outside of the attack that he made at Panton with his hurling flame, he turned Anderson enough to try to make an attack at his backpack. He has not flat out tried to attack anybody specifically except for that firebolt, hurl flame, whatever the hell it is.
The fire thingy.
He's trying to set my ass on fire, yo.
What's this doll?
Oh no, I want to kill Isaac. I do not like him, so.
Yeah, but
Ira, do what Ira would do. Kill Isaac, or
Yeah, Ira wants to kill Isaac.
That's it.
Yeah.
what was that?
You would lock us in a room with Isaac. Simple as that. You would have the doll still, and you would lock us in the room with him.
there's no room though, so we're not be open. We could just get away if we had to.
What do you do, Ira? Silent
I
image.
cast Silent Image, and I want to create an image of the doll on Panton's head. No, I'm joking.
Oh, shoot.
on the edge of the well,
Okay.
and I'll just say, and I'll move kind of over in this direction, and I'll say, and I want to create it right there. It's like,
Put it right here. Put it right here instead. On the other side of the well.
That's where he put it.
yeah. That's where I
Oh,
put it. Yeah.
I was hoping you'd put it right there instead. Shit.
Oh, why? No, I put it where you are marking, and I say,
That's me.
we don't know what you're talking about. What? Why do you think we have this thing that you're searching for?
So you cast Silent Image, you place it on the edge of the well, and then you tell him, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yep.
We don't have your doll.
Yeah.
Yep. We're playing dumb until it hurts.
Give me a deception check with advantage, because as this Silent Image, he's distracted by just shoving away the mace of Nicodemus, and he turns to your voice, but he sees this doll,
That's what I'm hoping for.
and his eyes get big, and you can see his just grits and bares his teeth, but doesn't say anything, just determination in his eyes. Does that end your turn?
Yeah.
All right, Panton. You see him now focused on one thing and one thing only. His eyes looking over top of Honora straight to the Silent Image that Ira had just created of the doll that was stolen.
We are going to... my lord Menasha. I don't want to waste any high abilities on this guy, so we're just going to go over here now. Straight shot. Right at him. One more time.
Right over Honora's head.
Huh? Yeah, right over Honora's head. Another ray of frost coming his way. Oh god, thank god I didn't do what I wanted to do.
Misses. Shoots right over the top, trying to thread the needle between just over top of Honora and him standing above. It just sails high and kind of fizzles off in the distance, kind of scatters. You do anything else with your turn?
Knowing that this is an illusion, it's probably going to end really badly for us. So I'm going to 15, 20, start making my way this way.
So, before his turn, my question is, do I know that Ira sent the doll out? My back is turned to him.
Would you turn around to listen to Ira's voice, or would you be focused on...
I'd probably be focused on Isaac.
Then you have no idea that the doll is out.
Okay, that's what will determine my action.
And as I'm running past, I'm gonna kind of like, not so subtly whisper to Iris, like, not cool, bro, not cool.
Alrighty, it is Isaac's turn. Both Nicodemus and Anderson, you have the opportunity, the choice to make an attack of opportunity as he reaches out and tries to move past Honora going this way.
Oh, yeah, attack of opportunity? Absolutely.
27 to hit.
Alrighty, that one hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
7.
Would you have advantage, Anderson?
That's a good question. Do I?
I don't think you get flanking on attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say the act of him moving outside of that kind of breaks the flanking rules.
Okay.
So yeah, as he shoves your mace back, you recoil yourself and you just bring it down hard and smack him right in the back, right towards the base of the neck, and you can see a little blood kind of is drawn from the spot, as you could tell that it cut a little deep, even though it's a bludgeoning weapon. Anderson, just a little too quick for you. You stab out, miss. He kind of pushes past a little bit, not invading through your space, walks around, and reaches out for the doll. And as he reaches out, I believe, yeah, his hand passes right through it and he looks up at you, and he takes his axe and slams it into the well for one melee attack, and continues to move around. Now, Honora, you can make an attack of opportunity if you would like.
Yeah, damn it. Didn't hit. Go.
Give me a second. All right, he can actually just make it to right there with 30 feet of movement. And he is
Good
going...
thing he already attacked the whale.
Yeah, and he is going to make a second attack, this time now two-handed. $12 to hit. Misses. He looks at you and he takes his axe and he just swings as hard as he can, wildly, just blinded with fury. Give it to me. I want it now. And that ends his turn.
Alright. Honora is going to follow him here. And she's gonna just lay into him. 1 attack, 2 attack,
Oh,
Second
hell
one
yeah.
hits.
Okay.
and then I'm gonna use a bonus action to shove him.
Okay.
If you take an action, attack action on your turn, you can use a bonus action to shove a creature within 5 feet of you with your shield.
Okay.
Is it an armed attack?
If it's a shove, like shoves are typically like strength.
Okay.
An athletics check?
Yeah. Yeah, it would be a contested athletics check. How far do you shove him? Just 5 feet?
It's the shield master feat.
You can also knock him prone, right?
Yeah,
think
I think it's
so.
either one of those. I just played with somebody who
Oh,
had
shove
that
5
feat,
feet
but I
or
don't
knock
know
prone?
Exactly how it...
Yeah.
$14 from Isaac.
Okay. 9.
No, unfortunately.
Giving me the strength would have probably been good, but whatever.
As you do that, you shove, and it just meets a brick wall, and you're just unable to push him. You do anything else with your turn?
That'll do it.
Anderson.
Yeah. 30 feet gets me right here with him. And I do have to ask, is his back turned to me? Is he focused on Ira?
Yeah.
Okay. Then, hopefully, advantage will be on my side this time. Okay, thank God for advantage.
Wait, it's not flanking.
Oh, it's not flanking. Oh,
No.
my apologies.
I mean,
thought
he's
it
not
was.
facing you,
right.
but it's not flanking. 13 misses.
Oh, okay.
It's 14
All
AC.
right. Then second attack with the rapier. Here we go.
That one hits. Go ahead and roll.
8 piercing, along with 1 lightning.
All right. Honora, trying to shove him with the shield, has him turned that direction, and as you go to stab, he uses the shield to push off a little bit. You barely miss him, come back with a second attack, pierces for 8 points of damage, and you can see the lightning just kind of trickle up his side, arcing through the water that had melted from the frost spell earlier. You do anything else with your turn?
No, sir.
Alrighty, Nicodemus.
Alright, I will use my 30 feet of movement. Jump up right here. And then I'm going to bonus action call my spiritual weapon up over the well. Have it come spinning down and smack Isaac in the head. 11 to hit.
11 misses.
It's too much. Off
Yeah,
balance.
it's spun too much, definitely. And then I will use my action. I want to like reach up and grab Isaac around like the shoulder and neck area, coming
Okay.
up from behind him,
Okay.
and try to throw him.
Wait, you gonna suplex him? That's awesome.
Basically, like, yeah.
Ooh, that was close.
You jump up and you grab onto the, try to, and you just can't. And eventually you just kind of let go and fall back down to the ground, unable to get a
Only
good
had the
grasp.
belt.
He
Dude
does
is
have
a
the belt.
badass. Yeah.
Oh, that's with the belt?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's +5.
Shit.
That'll end my turn.
Ira, you can see him. Give me the doll, and no one else gets hurt.
I will say he's gone mad, and I'll disengage, and
I
I'll
love it.
move back here, and I want to try to sleight of hand drop the doll into the well.
Okay. Roll a sleight of hand.
Oh yeah, you do.
Does he see you drop it in the well?
I don't even think you can get that high, even if you roll a perception.
Isaac's gonna pull out a 20.
No, it would.
And then
It would be
see, that
against
was-
his passive perception.
10 feet.
Yeah. Okay.
15, 20. 30. Alright. And yeah, that's all I can do. So that's the end of my turn.
Panther, as
Damn
it
it,
comes
man.
back around to your turn, even though the map's not going to update, you can see guards that were sitting by idly are starting to make their way to the scene, now realizing that it's created quite a commotion.
Are they coming from the east, northwest, or south?
It's technically east. We're looking at the map a little bit differently, but it's north.
Okay.
So from above you.
Oh, from above? Oh shit. Okay, cool. I'm gonna start making my way uptown north. 10, 15. How bad does Isaac look, by the way?
You can definitely tell that he's bloodied.
Okay. Oh, do I want to do this?
Yes.
Follow your gut.
I'm gonna pull out
Keep it
the family diamond and mutter a couple of words, and I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb at 3rd level.
She.
Oh, I gotta do this. And it's going to be cold damage. Come on, please. 19, perfect. And
19
then I
hits.
just want to check something right quick. Yep, that's it.
All right, go ahead and roll a d20 for me, please.
Yes, sir. Do. There
Okay.
we go.
All right. As you pull out your your gemstone and you harness this energy focused,
Music just went away.
Bye, Rhythm Bot.
I killed Isaac! Yay!
no,
I thought the victory music was gonna start playing.
no,
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
it went offline. That's so weird. Okay, we're gonna play.
I didn't
this.
realize how loud it was.
We're gonna play.
Going from music to silence.
Yeah.
This large orb of crystallized just ice just shoots out forward and just blasts him center mass, and you can just see it start to frost, just covering as he takes 27 points of cold damage. You can see icicles starting to form up the haft of his axe and covering his hand. He's looks really hurt.
All right, and I'm gonna
Better.
keep traveling north, and then I'm going to shout out, "He's gone nuts! He's trying to kill us!"
All
That'll be
right,
the end of my turn.
and it comes to Isaac's turn, and he looks at each of you. I don't know why it has to be like this. Why won't you give me my doll? And he just kind of drops down to one knee and places his axe into the dirt. And he's breathing heavy.
Hey, there it is.
That's so
We're
weird.
giving up like that.
I don't think he's given up. You think he's gonna summon something that's gonna be awful.
I don't know why I said
Keeps stopping and starting.
yeah. And he just looks up at you, Anderson. It is my sister. Just please give me the doll.
Am I allowed to respond, or do I have to wait on my turn?
I'm going to I'm gonna stop the music and we're gonna say that combat has suspended. We'll decide whether or not it continues on.
So Isaac is basically forfeiting.
Essentially, yes.
Quitter. Could
he's-
I attempt to take his axe?
You could certainly try.
Oh, God.
Okay. I would like to try to take his axe.
What do you mean she's your sister?
Give me a second. Okay. There. Many years ago, I lost my sister in the woods. I lost my arm, saving her from a group of vampires. I was not always a monster, but I lost consciousness. It was Father Lucian who found me and prayed, and this is what came. Those are the only thing I have from the memory of her.
She's alive, you know that, right?
And he turns and looks at you.
Wait, are you talking about Irina?
Yeah. We brought her here. She's here. We can take you to her.
I don't... Irina... That is not the name I know.
Well, what name do you know?
I don't want to tell you. In case this is evil trick.
You attacked defending ourselves.
Because
But
I
if-
know you have. Every
makes you-
time I leave. Every time I leave. I put a small piece of paper in the door. And it was not put back. It was on the ground.
Why do you think it was us? I mean, you've got lots of people who live in that house.
Everybody was gone.
Not Victor.
Except for you three. And he points at
Anderson, Ira, and
He didn't see us go in. I think he saw Panton go in that one time, but that's about it.
No, he never let me in his room.
But you
You're
were in
right.
the house. He
You're
thought you were in
right.
the house.
You're right. I was thinking that he did see you guys go in, but Panton was the only one that he saw. Because he was walking out as you guys walked in, but you were still
split
quite a
off
ways
to
up.
follow him. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
saw all
retcon a little
5
bit.
of us. He saw all 5 of us leave the house, though, you said, right?
He saw you standing outside of the gate. He didn't see you specifically leave.
Okay.
Okay. Retcon, he just says that he saw Panton leave.
Okay. I'm really sorry you lost your doll, but if
I would never lose it ever.
but we can take you to the real one. They
Partner, call up the guards, and we'll take you to her.
Wait, what are you two talking about? What are all of you talking about? A doll? Irina?
saw the dolls at Blinky's shop. We saw that what he was making. It looks just like our friend Irina.
Oh.
If what you say is true, I cannot let her see me like this.
I'm sure she'll understand.
He's struggling a little bit. He stands up using his axe as a little bit of a crutch.
I
You
thought
never-
I took it.
You never tried to
Oh.
take it.
You never told me what to do. I said I want to try to take it. You
Oh, I said,
Should-
I said you could certainly try. Okay, we'll say that as he's trying to stand up, you try to take his axe.
Jerk move.
I guess you could give me like an athletics check, like a grapple, like try to reach in and grab it.
As he's trying to stand up.
Yeah, I mean, it made more sense when he was like,
You just
Kneeling.
kick it
Giving
from
up.
under him. as
He was
trying
he
to
was
the
like
clutch.
kneeling. Okay,
Way to be a man when he's down.
Yeah.
As he's getting up, you kick the axe
Yoink!
put it right onto his shoulder.
yoink, eh!
after he
Where's your
stands
doll?
after he stands all the way up, you reach it and grab his axe.
No, I want Nico to be the jerk that we all imagine him to be on the inside sometimes.
He wasn't gonna fall, but he just looks at you, but doesn't say a word.
I'll just hold it to my side. Not just. I don't want him to have it.
Yeah, I mean, she didn't mention you or anything like that. She said her brother's name was Ismark, but I think there was something about them being adopted. So it wouldn't hurt to like get the story straight and her to talk to you, right?
But I can't have her see me like this.
Pish
Like
posh.
what?
You're fine.
Bloody,
Partner,
angry.
look, she's your sister. I think
If she's
she'll.
your sister.
He
If she
turns
is.
and looks towards Panton's direction. Are you still just kind of lingering off in the distance?
Yeah, I would have probably like gotten a little closer to the guards, and I'm just kind of diamond in my hand, just watching what's happening now.
He turns towards you, and you can see a tear actually rolling from his eye. You're the only one that saw it. Where did you put it?
Ira, you did show us the doll, or you did show me the doll, right?
Yeah.
Did any of us see Ira?
I will.
No,
shout
nobody
out-
would have had a passive perception.
I
that
will
high.
say, talk to Ira. He was the one that took the doll from the house.
And he turns and looks in your direction. Eyes definitely moist.
Just give the man his doll back.
I will go approach the well, and I'll take it out.
Will you now?
A mage hand.
Ooh,
Team
yeah,
opposite door.
maybe I could mage. That's a good idea, actually.
I mean, the water was a decent way up. You probably would have only had to really lean all the way in to touch the top of the water, but it's very porous material, probably soaked up a lot of water at this point,
It done sunked.
probably in the process of sinking for sure.
Oh, it sank?
It's at least in the process. I'm not saying that it's sitting all the way, however many tens of feet down below already, but it's definitely not just floating on top.
I don't have it with me. We were concerned for our friend. We grabbed it as evidence of possible... You're not the only one fascinated with this woman.
To be honest, we thought you were working for Strahd.
I would never.
To be on the record, I did not think that, but
I kind of thought it.
A bunch of yeah.
But you
Yeah,
did
yeah.
kind of deceive him about the doll.
Panson, I could use your assistance. Could you come here for a moment?
No. And I'll start making my way over there, noticing that he doesn't have his axe anymore. And making a wide berth around Isaac.
I need you to clean something up for me.
I'll lean in and whisper, "Yeah? What you need cleaned?"
Peter.
Nicodemus, could you see to our friend now that we have our confusion sorted? Make sure that he's all right.
Of course. And I'll reach over to Isaac and I'll look over at Ira, kind of understanding that he needs some cover. And Isaac, I can heal you. And I'll place both of my palms over his eyes.
And as he does that,
Yes, that is
grab the doll.
And I will cast Regular Cure Wounds for 14 points of healing.
Nice.
Alrighty.
Show Panton the doll, and can you be a
No.
cleaner?
You have to make a check to grab the doll, I think.
Mage hand?
You're gonna have to. It's gonna have to be like an investigation check.
Okay.
Nico's gonna have to she's
Oh my god.
Nico's gonna have to keep his hands on his eyes for a few seconds here.
Boy.
Isaac, are you feeling better? And I'll release my hands. Here, let me give you another. And I'll put my hands back over and cast Cure Wounds one more time. For 8 points of healing.
Does that give me another chance? He's
As
helping me.
your mage hand is fishing around and you're feeling along the walls and in the center, several feet down, you're not feeling for it. Go ahead and give me another investigation check.
Come on, buddy.
Is there anything anybody else want? Okay.
There we go. Jesus.
Going down a little bit further than you would have thought that it would be, you feel the mage hand grasp a now waterlogged doll and pull it back up. You
As
can
soon as I
see-
see
Been
the
there for a
doll
minute
like
or two.
reach the water, I'll pull my hands off.
And it was one of the more plain ones.
There, Isaac. You should be
Falling
feeling
off
better
the side
now.
of the bed.
Even
Can you
though
clean this for me?
you whacked me really good.
DM, I'm gonna prestidigitate the doll if I would to get as much of the water out of it as possible.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to clean it up pretty well. I mean, the hair is a little frizzled. It's not quite as pristine as what it used to be, freshly brushed and taken care of, and it doesn't necessarily smell like the perfume anymore. But overall, it's still relatively clean.
That's the best I got, buddy.
I think that'll be good enough. Well,
Give it to him. Admit your wrongdoing, Ira.
I'll have on the other side of the well, I'll summon Rigsby.
You take your mage hand.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
send
you
it
already have
over.
your mage hand out.
Right. But I want Rigsby to kind of take it and then kind of fly around and then come in. I was like, here it is. And
We found it for you.
I'll summon. Oh my God. Is this the doll you were searching for?
And he looks. Please, just give it back. I will not
tentatively
speak
hold
of
it.
this to Vargas.
It's all right. I'm sorry that we betrayed your trust so much.
Maybe if I didn't come across as such a hard ass earlier, we wouldn't be in this situation.
It's possible,
I mean,
but
we
this
were
place
just
kind of does that to you.
we were just trying to make sure that our friend was safe. You have to understand, it's kind of suspicious. If
And
you
she
were
is, and actually I feel better about her safety knowing that you care about her so much.
All I have are memories.
We'd really love to facilitate a reunion for you. If you are truly her brother, she'd want to know.
Maybe tomorrow. I need to mentally prepare for that.
Tomorrow in the morning?
Look, partner, if you change your mind, she's at the church. That's where you'll find her.
Thank you.
And we'll have you know that Strahd is rather interested in her for some reason.
Really interested in her.
So be careful.
I thought she was dead.
He's not.
Thank you. And he walks between the two of you. Do you stop him, Anderson and Nicodemus?
Oh yeah, I take an attack of opportunity.
This
I
boy-
Can I
Gonna
make
hit
an
him.
insight check just as to his how honest he's being with us about all of this?
Yep.
I mean, I assume just like with the way that you've presented it that he is, but
Better
You never
safe
know.
than sorry.
yeah. Okay, I guess I believe everything that he's saying.
You remember hearing that Irina was an orphan and that they took her in and that she doesn't remember a lot of her childhood. And you do know the story he came in missing his arm, and was healed. Father Lucian had told you that. So all in all, it seems like it adds up. You believe him. He reaches out his hand towards you, Nicodemus, towards his weapon, and places a hand on the haft of the axe. Do you stop him from taking it out of your grasp?
Is it or yeah? I just freely give it to him.
The axe, it doesn't look like anything spectacular. It just looks extremely weighted towards the head. Yeah.
Yeah, I freely give it to him. And as he takes it, I say, I don't want that swinging at me anymore.
Not today, at least. And he walks towards you, Ira, and extends a hand towards the doll.
Oh, I give it to him.
He takes it and he puts it close to his chest. Doesn't say a word. Just starts walking off.
Ira, kind of embarrassed, scratches his head. Paper in the door trick, that's a classic.
Well, at least it wasn't a mimic.
Also a classic.
So, do we go back and find Ismark and Irina and let them know the new development?
We probably should.
I wanted to go shopping.
Well, y'all can go shopping. I can go and break the news to them myself.
Panton's the fastest.
He really isn't, Nico. We can't keep up with you guys. when you're
He's
in a
got
hurry.
them tiny legs.
Then how does he keep running away from everything?
Because I'm super small.
He's hard to notice, but he's not the fastest.
I could have done it right now while you guys were talking about this whole thing going on, and you wouldn't have known. I could have disappeared in one of these houses, and you'd be like, damn it, where did Panton go again?
How do you feel about your new size? I suppose we haven't really talked about that yet. I
think it's kind of
pretty...
I think it's kind of funny.
I think it's... How do you feel about it, Panton?
Well, I've always wanted people to hold open doors for me, so I guess this is the perfect excuse now.
Okay. I mean,
Otherwise, it's the same.
Anderson, imagine if you were suddenly, 4 feet tall.
That'd be kind of funny.
Okay.
I think it's a disability.
You think it's a what?
A disability.
Being 4 feet tall?
Isn't Panton like 2 feet tall?
Yes.
Yeah. No, being Panton's size.
I'm sure it has its uses. I just hope that he's all right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I've been short my entire life. Like, I'm short for people my size. So this is no new development for me. I'm good.
Right, but that
Thank
was
you.
when you were living with your people. Now you live in a world not built for your size.
Well, I mean, I've interacted with you people
Yeah, we
a
didn't live in
lot.
a halfling-only village.
We
Just our
didn't live in a
houses.
hole.
Okay.
Like, my parents were actually, like, famous restaurateurs in the area before, the whole kicking out thing.
Yeah, our house was halfling size, but our restaurant was
Had to
human
accommodate
size.
all sorts of people.
Yep,
Oh, I didn't
Giants.
realize this.
Maybe. Could be.
sometimes.
I mean, they like mutton.
So can you cook?
No.
Yeah, we didn't let Panton near the kitchen just in case explosions happen.
Everybody else did the cooking.
Well, I guess we should go find Irina and Ismark. Let
What's
them know we
around in
found.
the area, DM? Are there any stores or anything like that?
We're on our way to see Stand Up here to buy stuff, so.
Yeah, you guys had made it quite a ways towards. Let me. Oh, I just closed out that page.
Womp womp.
Here's Vallaki. Oh no, I did not.
But I guess we are. I mean,
The stockyard, yeah.
the Stanimir is just down the road. Maybe we should finish our task.
Well,
I mean,
I don't think
Give me
I
one
really
minute.
need
I'm
anything. Y'all can get your stuff. I can go see the Irina and Ismark.
I'm gonna pull on your coat a little bit.
Yeah.
Can I borrow some money?
How much?
I don't
All
know.
of
Most of it. I'll pay you back someday, I promise.
Anderson will pull out 150. Give it to you. I want that back.
One day, I promise. We'll go on an adventure and I'll pay back. Okay, I'll add 150 to my gold and not be enough, but that's okay.
okay.
Guys.
Do we all want to go shopping together? Or...
I mean, I'm kind of interested to see what Stanimir has.
I'm gonna hit the church first.
Okay, we'll catch up with you, Anderson.
All right.
Alrighty. Heading towards the stockyard. You walk into the general store, and you see lots of tables filled with just your standard adventurer's gear, rope, bags, standard weapons, looking rather blunt. And you see Stanimir in a back room, kind of huddled around just a lot of boxes and sacks. Not sorted, not pulled out or anything. And as he hears you all kind of stumble in, he stands up and turns around. What can I help you with? I thought you weren't going to be here till the morning.
We made some plans tomorrow afternoon, so we weren't sure we were have time for everything tomorrow morning.
Well, I don't have everything really unpacked, but I can see if there's something that you need that I have right on top. What are you guys looking for? And I'll tell you whether or not he has it.
I wouldn't mind purchasing some potions.
Okay. Just normal healing potions?
Yes, sir.
How many do you want?
Just 2.
2? I never failed to come back from our area without several healing potions. I've got a whole crate of them. You just want 2 then? I'll be right back. And he opens up this large chest, and you can hear the rattling of glass in kind of the red illumination just from the light refracting off of the filled vials. And he comes out with 2 healing potions. That'll be 100 gold.
And my eyes will kind of go big. That seems kind of expensive for a couple of healing potions, right?
The going rate's 50 gold per. Like that's... I'm almost positive, but I'm pretty sure that's
you're right.
standard in...
Even in Barovia?
It would be normally more expensive in Barovia if you were to try to buy it from them before Stanimir. Like after Stanimir handed them off to the shop, they would have been like 3 times as much.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay. I guess I usually get them for cost from my temple.
I could
I'm
see
sorry.
not factoring in labor or anything for creating them. I could see how that would be confusing, but
I might have to pass on the healing potions today.
understood. And he just walks back into the room and sets them down into the chest and closes the lid.
Oh, what was wrong with them? Sorry, I was looking at.
They were too expensive.
Oh, how much were they?
They were 50 gold apiece, which is normal going rate.
Yeah. What about any breastplate? Do you happen to have a breastplate that might fit this? Or maybe some split mail that might fit that, and I'll point at Nico.
I know I do have some armor. Let me dig around for a moment, and I'll let you know what I have. And you can hear him rummaging.
While you're looking, studded leather is what I'd be looking for.
You yell as he's... yes, absolutely. I do have studded leather. That is popular with the other Vistani who don't leave very often. And he comes back out with the studded leather. That'll be 45 gold pieces for the studded leather.
Okay. Wait, I thought that was without the markup for us, you said.
It is without the markup.
That is.
Oh, 45 without, that's without the markup?
Yeah, 45 is standard going rate for...
You guys trying to like talk him down, or are you just like questioning the prices?
I've never bought anything before.
Oh.
This shit's expensive. Okay.
Yeah, a breastplate's 400 GP, half plate's 750 GP, a split mail's 200 GP, plate is 1,500.
Yeah.
He comes out. I don't know what I was thinking, but I don't have armor for a halfling. But I do have this breastplate, and there is a smith in town. I don't know if you could have it reworked.
The thing is, you think he's gonna do it in a day?
Anybody'll do anything for the right coin.
Depends on if we have enough coin. I have enough to buy it. How much are you offering it for? What prices? But I don't know if I have enough to do the modifications. And that's with selling, doing a trade, and giving you my chainmail instead.
Maybe we could donate the excess material back to the blacksmith, since you'll basically be throwing half the chest piece away.
That could work. I unfortunately a businessman. I'm selling you the entire breastplate unless you were to bring back the excess to me, which I would say, looking at your size compared to this, would be probably about half of the material. If you brought me back the scrap, I could refund you 100 gold. So you buy it for 400 gold, and then once you bring back the scrap, I will give you 100 gold in return.
I don't have a full 400 gold. But, I mean, I can give you my chainmail armor that I've been wearing as part of the trade to compensate for the rest. It's good quality.
I don't normally deal with that type of trade, and especially since we're already running into the issue that there aren't many halflings that are out there wearing chainmail and fighting, such as you, especially in this area. I would have
Sell
a
it to
hard
some
time.
nobles, kid. You'll make 3 times what it's worth.
Give me a persuasion check. I'll take the deal on one condition. Whatever you do tomorrow before you leave, you bring it back to me. Pristine. I want it cleaned. I want it in the best condition, so when I take it back out, I can sell it without having to do any work on my end.
I think we can arrange for that.
Alright. I'll say 250 gold, plus your chainmail piece, plus the scrap after the blacksmith finishes reworking it.
Sounds fair. So I will go ahead and give him 250 gold, and then I guess I'll bring back the scrap and the chainmail later.
Okay. So you do not have any armor on you now.
Okay.
But you have a breastplate now that's too big.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So we need to go. So I'm gonna be real excited to run over to a blacksmith.
The broken anvil. The cracked anvil?
Broken and cracked anvil.
The cracked anvil. Looking around the room, was there anything else that I can look for while I'm here?
Stanimir, what about splinted arm?
Yes. Let me look. And you hear some rattling around, clanking of metal, and he heaving this splint out, sets it onto the counter. I do have some splint armor here. It'll be 200 gold pieces.
And what would you give me for this crossbow? Pull it out and lay down 5 bolts. And I also have more bolts as well.
Is it just a hand crossbow, heavy crossbow, light crossbow?
Light crossbow.
For the crossbow and 5 bolts, probably 13 gold.
Okay. And I'll pull off my eye patch. And this, it's inlaid with quite a bit of rubies.
Isn't it a garnet?
A garnet, yes. Yeah, it is a garnet.
Did I tell you how much it was worth?
You said 75.
75 gold. Okay. He inspects it. I don't know how much this eye patch would be worth, but these...
I mean, the stone alone is worth quite a bit.
I would agree. I'll take an extra 50 gold off for that.
And Nico starts counting on his fingers, and then stop. And what does that bring my total to?
63. We'll just make it an even 65 gold extra taken off.
And I'll look over at Ira. Is that math right?
Sure. I wasn't really paying attention. I'm sorry. I was thinking about those health potions.
And I'll just... Okay, 65 gold. And I'll deal over 65 gold, the crossbow.
No, he
And the
was
5
telling you
bolts.
that he would give you 65 gold for those.
What?
Yeah, he's going to give you 65 gold total for those items. You're still going to have to come up with a lot more for... You're going to have to come up with 135 gold for the splint armor.
Oh, I'm sorry, Stan. I misunderstood. So how much do you want for the armor?
If I guess it'll be
He wants
135 for the armor now that you've given me 65 gold worth of product.
Okay. I can do that. And I'll shove over 135 gold.
Wait, Nicodemus, what are you going to do with the armor that you already have?
Oh, that's true. Do you want more chainmail? I'll clean it as well.
And it fits normal people.
As I was originally going to turn it down, I think I've had enough of that type of trade. Unless you've got something more exotic, I'm gonna pass on any additional armor pieces. I do. This little one is right. I think I could probably sell this small armor for much higher than what it's worth.
Okay. That makes sense. So I'll just hang on to 2 armors.
Well, maybe the smith might be interested in what you have, Nicodemus.
Yeah, maybe I'll
Maybe
go
give him
find
that
somewhere else.
for fixing my other one.
Okay. Oh, you have a deal. Then I'll 165 gold.
Alrighty. Anything else before I start organizing and setting up for the shop?
So I know they're asking about like armor and weapons and stuff, but I can't really use that. What I can use is a little something more of an arcane nature, and I don't know if you have anything like that.
Give me a moment. I'll see if I always bring some knickknacks and some flavorful things. Give me a moment
If
to
you
know.
have the inks that it would take to copy spells, I might be interested in that. And then I think I will take one of those health potions.
How much ink are you looking for? The burgomaster's son, looking around, he always asks for inks and papers of magical sorts. I deal to him specifically. So I usually keep those things. Well, how much are you looking for?
So the way that this works is, so we have like a couple spell books already, and I can cast out of those spell books those
Yes.
rituals. But to copy them into my own book, it would also cost. It would take ink.
50.
I think it would take like 50.
Yeah, 50 gold. per level.
But why would I do that? As long as I had the books, though, I would be fine casting out of those books myself. So it's like, I guess if I just wanted them in one place, is that the
Yes.
idea? Or if I found a scroll,
Yeah.
then I guess I will just take 50 golds just for like one spell.
Okay.
Since, I mean, I'm not really running across many spells anyway. So I'll spend 50 for a potion and 50 for inks.
Alrighty. He comes back out and hands you all the product and takes your 100 gold pieces.
Oh shit. Well, okay, that's fine.
You sure?
Yeah, I just realized I still need 200 gold, I think, for the pearl, but I think I can hopefully square that. Yeah, I should be okay.
How much is the pearl? How much do you need for a pearl?
200 gold, I think. Or it's either 200 or 100 gold for the identify pearl.
Identify.
Oh, it's saying the spell
For
description.
identify, it's 100, I think.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
100?
Yeah.
You gonna be able to cover it?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll work something.
One way or another.
Favors.
Little mage hand, eh?
I haven't really stolen that much for a rogue.
What do you mean that much? What have you stolen?
A doll.
A doll.
Rogues don't have to necessarily steal. They have other things. They're just.
Yeah, but I just would have expected that I would have stolen.
Stanimir
Well, actually,
comes
Ira
out
doesn't.
after rummaging through several sacks, and he comes up and crouches down next to you. I don't know if this is what you're looking for, but... And he produces this, Oh shit, where did it go? A glass bottle. The glass bottle is red, and it's cork top. And he pulls the top and he puts it in front of your nose and gives you a nod. Do you smell?
I'll take a sniff.
You take a sniff, and you're met with the scent of an alcohol, something that kind of burns your nose a little bit. But then you start to smell, and there's a nice spice like fragrance that comes in, and he puts the cork back in. Every 24 hours, this bottle will refill with a new type of alcohol. There's only enough, and it's probably about 5-ounce glass. Bet you a pretty penny for, the dreary around here, but I don't know if it's something that it always refills every dawn.
Mm. Well, me personally, I'm not much of a drinker, so it's not going to help me out. Do we happen to know any people that vibe, or will that kind of thing actually work out here, guys?
Hinton,
Yeah.
I have an ability that I need some alcohol for.
Yeah, but that sounds like kind of a liver killer.
I know, but it gives me advantage on things. It lets me
Why
survive.
we carry around a bottle of purple grape mash everywhere
Right.
we go?
But that's gonna run out, and
Fill
then
it.
I will have to find more. Whereas if we had that, then I wouldn't have to. But that's okay if you guys want to.
We might run out of Red Dragon Crush, but I think there's always going to be some purple grape mash somewhere.
Okay.
How much
I'm not
is it,
picking it.
Stanimir?
It tastes gross anyways, but
That's about 15 gold pieces.
Okay.
How many do you have?
Just the one. I do have something else. I don't know if you would like this. And he actually pulls it out of his front pocket and puts a monocle up to his eye. And the monocle has like a pink tint to the lens. And he's looking around. Yes, it works. Here. And he hands it to you. Put it up to your eye.
I put it up to my eye.
And you see... Oh, shit. Where'd it go? Every magic item glows with a radiant white light that you can see.
Detect
Now-
magic monocle.
Now this is a little bit more expensive. This is about 100 gold pieces.
I will reach into my pack and I will get 115 gold pieces. And I will hand it to Stanimir. The vial of never-ending alcohol, I will gleefully hand over to Honora. And the monocle of detect magic, I will give to our resident thief.
Okay.
Who would that be?
Oh. Well, I figured, since you have a tendency of picking locks and everything, and slinking in the shadows and going like, ha, boop, with your arrows, maybe you would be able to use this. And, since you're a little more stealthy than me or Nico or really anybody else here, maybe you can help us out. And if you see something that is worthy of into your pocket, just...
That's true, Panton, and I will hold on to it, but you did pay for it, so if you want it for yourself to see things.
No, don't worry about it.
Now, I will say that it does not work through walls. It only works within a certain radius that you can see, so it's not like you can put it on out in the open and look for miles and see all the different
Sounds more
magic
like an
items.
80 gold cost item.
It's easily
No,
a 100
it's fine.
gold.
Totally fine.
Panton has absolutely no concept of
Okay.
how
It
things
is
should be priced.
It is a copper monocle with kind of a copper chain that dangles a good couple feet. And it is like a rose tinted monocle. Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh, and do you have any silvered weapons? Does everybody have a silvered weapon here?
Yep.
Everybody?
Yeah.
I'm kind of running low, and I just grabbed a crossbow, and my arrows won't fit into this type of weapon, so I was hoping maybe we could stop by the smithy and see if we could
Gotta
get
see
some
if
of
we
those
can
made.
fix the breastplate too, so that I'm.
Yeah, I think that's our
Mhm.
next step.
Well, thank you very much, Stanimir. That was very helpful and incredibly useful for us.
And fun.
So, very
Oh,
fun.
Stanimir, I
Yes.
have this mystery key. Do you want it?
Where did you find it?
The
Yeah, where did you?
the Durst Manor.
I don't know what I would possibly do with it.
Maybe give it to the 39th group after we're all dead.
Group that you bring in, give him the key. It might help them out since he sends them through that house anytime.
I mean, I suppose I will take it. I won't give you anything in return for it.
Because I wasn't asking for anything. I just got tired of carrying it around.
Alrighty,
I never plan to go back to that house again.
Well, you never know if keys can wind up anywhere. You never know when you're going to have to use it. But I will keep it.
They're a little overrated in my opinion, but it's fine.
Yeah, if we have Ira, we don't need keys.
So speaks our resident thief.
He's our locksmith, not our thief.
I'm not a thief. That's right.
I am not a
Well,
crook.
you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn today.
I mean, Lena's a rogue and she doesn't really steal.
Not yet.
Alrighty. Do you guys have anything else that you wanted to do, or any last thing that you wanted to ask
I don't need to
Stanimir?
roleplay it, but
Anderson.
want to go to the. I don't need to roleplay it.
I mean, we can do that now, or if
Okay.
you want, we can do that next session as well.
All right, yeah, we can kind of yada yada through a lot of the rest of the stuff, but we'll go ahead and end tonight's session right now.